Hello, Assalamu alaikum students. This is your teacher Azka, and again I am going to solve the paper, which is your latest paper. As you can see, that this is your paper 2 for business, AS levels business. Okay, so this is paper 2, and in this paper, examiner will check your business concepts. And this is the paper for May-June 2023. This is the latest paper. And we have 1 hour 30 minutes to complete this paper, and we have basically 2 case studies. So we have to read those case studies in 15 to somehow 18 minutes, and after that we will try to solve the all the answers in remaining time. And this is the code of your business paper is 9609. Okay, so in this particular video we are going to solve only question number 1, because if I go with the question number 2, so it means that it would take a lot of time, and I just don't want to keep this video lengthy. So because sometimes it creates a lot of boredom, and there is no use of this video then, because you guys are basically watching this video to clear your concepts. So if you guys get bored in between the video, so it means that the essence of my video will not be completed. Okay, so here is a case study, but before reading the case study, I am recommending you that always, whether it is paper 3, paper 4, and paper 2, if you are, whether you are in A2 or AS, just read the questions first, and after that just come back to the case study and try to read the case study and try to extract the relative application points or analysis points. Okay, so in first question, there is basically the examiner is asking that identify one quality an entrepreneur needs for success. So as you can see that it has only 1 mark. So it means that you just need to identify the characteristics of any entrepreneur which makes him successful. Okay, so we just need to identify one thing. So it will give you your knowledge marks. In this particular question, examiner will only check your knowledge. Okay, and in question 2, the part 2 of question number 1, explain the term opportunity cost. And as you can see, there is basically 3 marks. So basically 1 mark for the knowledge and 2 mark for the application. And whenever you are applying your answer in the question, so you have to develop the application. So it means that you have to write at least 2 points of application in your 3 mark question. And the part B is refer to table 1.1, calculate the forecast closing balance for August 2023. So it is very simple. We just need to calculate this. And in question 2, explain one factor that will influence Marcus' choice of source of finance. So again, we have to write one factor, and after that we will apply our knowledge. We will apply our knowledge and understanding into the business context. It means that we will extract some points from the case, and when we are writing it, so it means that we are covering our application numbers. Okay, so here 1 mark for knowledge again and 2 marks for application. Okay, And in question C, analyze two benefits to OFD of offering induction training to all employees. So 8 marks is basically, so how examiner break your 8 mark question. So basically 2 marks for knowledge, 4 marks. That's how I'm just breaking down this. I think I should remove this. Basically, it breaks like this. Two marks and 6 marks. Okay. So 2 marks for knowledge and 6 marks again breaking into 2 and 4. And this 2 mark basically for the application, and this 4 mark will be for your analysis. So what does it mean basically? We will construct basically 2 paragraphs. Okay. So in first para, when we are writing our knowledge, so we will get one mark. Okay. And when we are writing application in first paragraph, so again we are getting 1 mark. And when we are analyzing this point, so we are getting 2 mark. So this is our first paragraph. And in second paragraph, again, when we are writing knowledge, so it means that we are gaining 1 mark. For application, we are gaining 1 mark. And for analysis, we are gaining 2 marks. So this is how we have to construct our 8 mark question. Okay. So in D part, evaluate whether Marcus needs accurate cost information before setting up OFD. Okay, so it means that we have to agree with this statement or disagree with this statement. That if accurate cost information is important for the Marcus, so how it is important, and how it is not important for the Marcus. So this is how we have to write this question. So in 12-mark question, what is the division of your marks? So let's discuss this. Okay. So in 12-mark question, two. and 10. Again, this 10 mark basically breaking. Two marks for application. Two marks for knowledge. And we have now 8 marks. Okay. So 8 marks is breaking down into 2 marks and 6 marks. 2 mark is basically for the analysis and 6 marks for the evaluation. So what does it mean basically? First of all, we have to write the knowledge. We have to write the knowledge. For example, in first paragraph, if we are writing the 12 mark person, so in our first paragraph, Assalamu alaikum, 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for applying, okay, and 1 mark for analysis, and 2 marks for evaluation. Okay, so in our second paragraph, again 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for application, 1 mark for analysis, and 2 mark for evaluation. And your third paragraph about conclusion. So in your conclusion, you are agreeing with the statement or disagreeing with the statement. So you have to write your opinion. Write some supported arguments. At least two supported arguments. And after that, write some other factors. Or write your judgment that why second option is not a winner. This is your final conclusion. and 2 marks for this. Okay, so this is how your marks is basically divided. So now let's try to solve this. Okay, so first of all, identify one quality an entrepreneur needs for success. So there are basically many qualities. So we can write anyone. For example, I say that creativity is the needed quality for becoming a successful entrepreneur. And in part two, explain the term opportunity cost. So first of all, you have to define that what is opportunity cost. So what is basically opportunity cost? So opportunity cost is the benefit or foregone lost of the next best alternative when a decision is made. So you have to write this opportunity cost definition here. And so the second thing you have to do is you have to write the ex example from the case. So we can say that if Marcus chose to spend money on customer service, and not on marketing, then the opportunity cost would have been the loss of the marketing benefits. So this is how you can, first of all, you have to define the term opportunity cost, and after that you have to extract one example from the case. So the example which you are writing from the case, it will give you 2 marks as for application, and the definition you are defining about the opportunity cost, so it means that it will give you 1 mark for knowledge. Okay, so in part B, refer to table 1.1, calculate the forecast following balance for August 2023. Okay. So here you can see that there is basically 3 blank spaces. So first of all, we have to find the net cash flow for August, opening balance for August, and closing balance for August. So how can we find the net cash flow? First of all, we have to deduct the cash outflow from cash inflow. Okay, so we have total inflow is 39 and total outflow is 72. So 72 minus 39. 72 minus 39 is equal to 33. And this is our negative balance because the total outflow is basically a big amount, which is 72, and our total inflow is very less. So that is why it means that we have negative net cash flow. Okay. And after that, we have to find the opening balance. So we know that the closing balance of the previous month is became the opening balance of the new month. So it means that 81 was the closing balance for the previous month. So it means that for August, the opening balance will be 81. And now we are going to find the closing balance. So how can we find the closing balance? So we have a formula. One second. Okay, so I'll just come back. So we were going to solve the balance of closing balance basically. Okay, so closing balance is equal to net cash flow plus opening balance. So we have net cash flow, which is 33 plus opening balance. 33 plus opening balance was 81. So 33 plus 81. Both are negative. Both are basically negative amounts. So that's the reason that we will get 114, which is also the negative amount. Okay. Okay, so after that, our next question is explain one factor that will influence Marcus' choice of a source of finance. Okay, so it is again 3 marks. So let's discuss. So for 3 marks, 1 mark for knowledge, 2 mark for application. Okay. So first of all, we can discuss different reasons that what type of factors will influence the Marcus choice. So for example, we can say that Marcus is an entrepreneur and is planning to set up private limited company. So called OFD in 4 weeks. So we can say that this is the new business. So we can say that because this is the new business, so it means that the cost of finance is a factor. Cost of finance is a factor which will influence the choice of Marcus, that what type of sources of finance he should choose. Why? The reason is very simple, because whenever a business is going to establish, So they are very much concerned about the cost. So that's the reason that they always think twice before obtaining any kind of finance or any kind of loan from any kind of company and sources. So that's the reason that because the business is new and they are setting in only 4 weeks time, so we can say that cost of finance would be a greater impact or greater influence on the choice of the markers. And also we can use this data. We can see that the net cash flow is basically continuously it's been lower for June, July, and August. For July, it was $50, and for um, July, it was 41. For June, it was 50. July for July it was 41, and for August it was 33. So it is although increase you can say that improving net cash flow, but still it is negative. So that's all that this is also a reason that maybe Marcus will um go with the flexible source of finance so he can easily repay the loan because he's been experiencing very low net cash flow uh, continuously for 3 months. Okay. Okay, so in part C, analyze two benefits to OFD of offering induction training to all employees. So first of all, you should know that what is induction training. Induction training is a kind of training in which you can say that give some information about the responsibilities of the workers, and you just describe the responsibilities of they have towards the organization, and different basic things you have to tell to the employees. This is called your induction training. So first of all, you should define the induction training. So writing the definition will give you the marks for knowledge. Okay. So, and after that, you will start to write your application and your analysis points. Okay. So we can say that, okay, what are the benefits for to OFD of offering induction training? So we can say that the first benefit can be that the employees can first benefit is employees can understand the workplace. Why? Because it is a new business. OFD is a new business. So by induction training, by induction training, they can work together. They can work together, and it will help to build a new team. It will lead to teamwork or team. Okay. And what happened next? If they work in a teamwork, they can understand each other better. Okay. And the productivity will be rise. This is our first benefit. And second benefit we can say that it is very important to give induction training so workers will understand health and safety rules. Okay. So because two workers are working in the warehouse basically. We have seen this example from the business. So if two workers are working in the warehouse, so it means that they should aware from the different health and safety rules. So they are working in the warehouse. Okay. So they can have less accidents. Okay. And by reduction the chances of accidents means that it could reduce if accidents can occur, so it means that it will reduce the productivity of OFT. Okay. So it means if accidents are less, so the chances of success would be high in starting years of business. So these benefits we can get. So there are a lot of benefits. We can also write other benefits also, but they ask only two benefits to write. So that is why I will stick to the two benefits. But there are some other benefits we can also discuss. For example, by induction training, your employees can know that what is your organizational structure and whom they are basically responsible to and whom do they answer. So this is very important thing. And second thing we can say that we can give them information about the health and safety rules and different conditions, different working condition, salary packages and wages and the paying method. We can discuss all the basic things which will you can say that not create any ambiguity. And if we don't tell these basic things to our employees, so it means that it will arise the different conflicts between the work. So that's the reason that in by giving the induction training, we can somehow manage these conflicts at the start of the um, job. Okay, so other things we can also give them information about our services. We can make them understand that what type of things we are basically selling, and if there is something to tell which is very much important regarding the customer satisfaction or something else, so we can tell them also. And because one more thing we can say that in case study you have seen that OFD will be an online retailer. Okay, online retailer. So it means that they are operating on the IT. So it is very important in introduction training to tell the employees to train the new IT system and to tell that how the your IT system works. So this is also very much important thing. Induction training can cater this problem in the long run. And different other things we can basic customer service and training or expectations we can tell them. Okay, so this is the basically all the things which is very basic, but it is very important for the business. So we can somehow guide them about these matters. Okay, so in part D, evaluate whether markets needs accurate cost information before setting up OFD. Evaluate whether markets needs accurate cost information before setting up OFD. So first of all, try to think that what is accurate cost information. So first of all, you need to write one, um, just try to write the definition of accurate cost. So we can also give some examples. For example, we can tell that there are a lot of types of cost, which is variable cost, fixed cost. Like there are a lot of um, type of cost. So we can write the definition of cost. And one thing we can do is we have to evaluate that whether markets needs accurate cost information before setting up OFD. Okay. So it means that we have to agree or disagree with this statement, why accurate cost information is important and why it is not important. So this is how we can do our question. So first of all, we can say that costs are basically the amounts a business incurs when producing products and services. So first of all, we have to define the term cost. Okay. And after that, we are going to write our next point, next benefit of cost information. So we can say that cost information data may be required to set up and operate the business, including pricing. So we know that cost information is so important for pricing decision. Because if you don't know that how much cost is occurring on making one product, so how can you set the prices in the future? So it is very important for the managers to take pricing decisions. So this is why cost information, accurate cost information is very important, because if you don't have any accurate information, there is maybe your cost information is not accurate. So there might be a problem in the future, because if you somehow, if you unintentionally set the high prices according to your high cost to the customers, so it means that it will decrease your sales. So this is a matter of concern, because this is also a new business and it is very important for them to lower the sale prices, because only doing this thing they can easily attract the customer towards their products. So we can say that cost information is very important for the pricing decisions. Okay, so we can say, we can now apply that business is new and there they have basically, I think, 4 products in their product range. We can see that they are making, I think, 4 products. OFD product range will include office chairs, desks, and filling cabinets. So it means that setting the prices for the 4 products, it is very crucial to having accurate cost information. Okay, so that is why the pricing decision will totally depends upon your accuracy of cost information. Okay, so we can say we can now analyze this point that cost information is very important. Why? Because this business is new. Okay, and they are producing four products. They have four products in their product range. So for charging the prices, or you can say the right prices to customers, might influence them to purchase furniture from them. It will lead to increased profits. Always try to make effect on your business objective. Okay, so in second paragraph, okay, so first of all, sorry, we have to evaluate this. We can say that sale increasing the sales. We can say the accuracy of cost, whether your cost information is accurate or not, depends on past experiences. But this business is new. If business is new, so it means that they don't have any kind of data. So it means that the cost information is totally predictable. So if it is predictable, so it means that the accuracy of cost information is just a questionable thing to the managers. Okay, so we can say this thing in our evaluation. Okay, so I'm just writing some points and I'm just speaking those points so that you can understand, because I don't have, a lot of time to write each and every question precisely. So that's why I'm sticking on to speaking more and writing less. Okay, so in second thing, we can say that cost information is maybe might be not important. Why? Because there are basically different costs. Variable, fixed, semi-variable. So it means that predicting these costs is somehow next to impossible. And the cost information also is changing time to time. So if your cost information is changing, so it means that you can not rely on only the cost information. There are other some only other there are basically other things which is more important for the business. So it is only estimations. So that is why it is totally depend on the estimations. So we can say that it is very difficult to predict the accurate cost data. So we can say that cost data is maybe not so much important for the success. Cost information, maybe it is not important for setting up, not important for setting up OFT. There are other informations which is so important, because this is very easy. This is very difficult to predict the different variable and semi-variable cost information. Okay, so we can say that cash flow information is more important because we have seen that there are basically negative balances in the cash flow forecasting. So it is also very much important. And we can say that it is very challenging to it is very challenging to predict everything. Maybe somehow your economic factors change. So it means that economic factors change, inflation is now increasing. So it will also influence your cost information, accuracy of cost information. Okay, so how to evaluate this? We can say that predicting the cost is worthful or not. If it is worthful, so it means that we can take a lot of time, we can invest a lot of time to finding out the accurate cost information. But this is a new business, so it means that we have to focus on other things also. There are basically marketing things and how to satisfy your customers by increasing the quality of your product. So there are basically other important things which should be carried on by the business. So we can say that basically worthfulness of costing information is very much important. So if doing the accurate costing is worthful, and because it is also a time taking thing, it will take a lot of time. So if it is worthful for your time, so we can say that okay, predicting the cost is very good, very much good thing for setting up the OFT. So in evaluation, we will discuss the other things which will you can say influence your accuracy of cost information. And in your opinion, you can say we can say that okay, cost information is important. Accuracy of cost information is important. Why? Because this is a new business. Marcus running new business. This is new business. Pricing decision is very much important to attract customers. And right prices totally depend upon the cost. Depend upon the cost, but it also depends. It also depends. The accuracy of cost information depends on the market research. Market research and experience. Knowledge. If these things are there, so it means that we can gather the accurate cost information. But if these things are not there, so it means that it will decrease the quality of your cost information. Okay. So we can say this is our opinion. Basically, we are agreeing that cost information is important because pricing decision is important. If we charge higher prices mistakenly, so it means that we can lose our customer at the first trading year. But again, your cost information is also depends your market research. If your market research is good, so it means that your cost information is good, and also it also depends upon your experiences and your knowledge. So if Marcus is maybe is entrepreneur, so maybe he might have some business previously. Maybe he's been doing any other business. We don't know this information in this case study. So, but if he's been doing any other business, so it means that he might have knowledge and experience that how to construct or how to construct the accurate cost information. So it also depends on other things also. And we can also say that only cost information is not accurate cost information is not important because maybe other significant events may occur. Um, uh, for example, the economic factors, your political factors. Maybe suddenly the global pandemic come, or maybe the interest rate will increase, or the inflation will increase. So all these factors would also impact your accuracy of cost information. Okay. So I think we just done with our all parts. So these are basically we have done with all parts A, B, and C, D. So we will discuss the second question in second class, which is for the MX bikes, MXB.